Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Platypi franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4, year number 2. Last episode for our Platypi, we finally put some momentum together and won, actually, more than one game at a time. We managed to defeat the Jacks on the road 6-4 behind a good solid pitching performance from ABA. And then we managed to rally back from a 8-2 deficit to win 9-8 with 7 unanswered runs in the second game against the Crocodiles. So with that, we're now on a 3-game winning streak and sitting at 4-2 here on the air as we head into our next 2 matchups of the season. We'll be taking on the Buzzards here in Game 1 and then the Sirloins in Game 2 of today's episode. Here is the pitching matchup. On the mound for the 2-4 Buzzards, playoff legend lefty Southpaw, who was on the roster for the playoffs last year. Second-year pitcher is Tense, no record, a 9 ERA and a 3 whip, the lefty specialist. And on the mound for us, it is rookie Seth Dubs. Pick officer and elite slider are his traits. He's 0-1 as well with a 9 ERA and a 160 whip. We come in at 4-2 though. Here's the lineup for Game 1, leading off at second base is Tense Kitty Kaufman. Batting second is locked in catcher Hera O'Wugliams. Batting third baseman the captain Beefcake McStevens. Batting fourth is on fire center fielder Ham Colliner. Batting fifth, left fielder Roy Crowds. He's back in the lineup from his injury. Batting sixth, Tense first baseman Peak Physique. Batting seventh, shortstop Charlie freakin' Lopez. Batting eighth will be rookie right fielder Bryson Avalos, and batting ninth will be the pitcher Seth Dubs. Lineup for the Buzzards leading off is Tense shortstop Buttons Bunterson. Batting second, right fielder former Platypi member Arsenio Armstrong. Batting third is on fire third baseman Mario Mustachio. Batting fourth, catcher Jacques Oftin. Batting fifth, first baseman Joseph Trunk. Batting sixth, left fielder Rolf Borgenar. Batting seventh is second baseman Emilio Idoia. Batting eighth is center fielder Walter Volter. And batting ninth is the pitcher lefty Southpaw. So I see they added Armstrong. It looks like they did lose Dano Yoshida to free agency. They still have Bunterson, Mustachio, Oftin, Trunk, Borgenar, Idoia. They added Walter Volter. It looks like they lost, I want to say, it's Thurman Colt. They lost him to free agency as well. They still have Ham Slamus, Sloop Whoopity on the bench here as well. Nomar Stubbs was added in free agency. And they still have Billy Bronx as well. Can't think of who the... Oh, it's, first baseman. It's a first baseman. Oh, Bigsby. Helena Bigsby's missing. Pitching rotation, they added Jem Quilita from the Grass Eaters. They also added Slip Vanderwing from the Sirloins. And Frago Ballenstandos, who was on the R roster for the regular season last year. And then bullpen, they still have Bowler, Sebastian Morrow as well, Max Texas. They're all returners from last year's club, along with closer Layla Buckberger. They added RH4 and Hugh Jacobs, another former Platypi player. Okay. Alright, let's jump into it and have some fun then. Here we go. Under the lights here, Colonial Plaza here for Game 1. We are not wearing our alternates because I do not like the Buzzards' alternate uniforms. So, we will not be matching up our light cream uniforms with their yellow road uniforms. It's just too similar a color scheme. Instead, we'll be wearing our regular home jerseys. Let's jump into it and see if we can build on this 3-game winning streak.
The stands are filling up here at Colonial Plaza. Let's do the baseball thing.
All right, Bunterson leading off. Shortstop is Tense, hitting .286, 2 homers, 3 RBIs on the air, and he has the bunter trait active as well as sprinter when he runs out of the box. Facing rookie Seth Dubs in his debut, Dubs took the loss, giving up 5 runs in 5 innings, 9 ERA and a 160 whip, 8 hits given up, 3 strikeouts, 2 home run balls, and a batting average against of .348, and that was in a matchup against the Heaters. He was out-dueled by Anita Bean, who hit 2 home runs in that game, at the while also pitching a rather big gem as well. Peter put in on the first pitch, foul off on the first one, 0-1. Put all down on the way, bunt is dropped down. It's a fair ball in front of the plate. O'Wugliams to first in time, 1 down. Good fielding, Hera. That'll bring up right fielder, former Platypi player Arsenio Armstrong. Outfielder hitting .080 to start the year with 3 RBIs. Signed to replace the departing outfielder Daniel Yoshida. Slider down and in, lined at the middle, that's a base hit. Armstrong on with his first hit of the day. And that'll bring up on fire third baseman Mario Mustachio, returning from last year's club. He's hitting .423 this year, 4 homers and 7 RBIs. He's actually hitting really, really well to start the season. Change of middle into the first pitch. That's hit pretty well deep to right field, but just missed it. Abalo's back for it, 2 down. Hey, one boy, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Yes, F them Buzzards. Except for Jude Hokie, he's the one exception. That dude was awesome, yes. Welcome in, buddy. Hopefully your day's been going well. Nice to see you. Jacques Oftin up next, veteran catcher, hitting .130, 2 homers, 4 RBIs on the year. Up and away on the first pitch, floats in there for a strike. 0-1. Consistent active here for Oftin as he loses first pitch slayer after that called strike. Heat up and in, checked high, strike called, 0-2. Slider down and in, chased it, strike 3. He gone. First punch out for Dubs, and that ends the inning. Bottom 1, we're scoreless. Kaufman, Williams, McStevens coming up. Day's been good. Tomorrow I get to go and buy parts for a desktop computer. Nice, nice. Finally get rid of that. Finally get rid of that laptop, eh? Now you can play on a legitimate PC. Kitty Kaufman coming up. She's tense to lead off the game, and Jacques Oftin was hurt when he struck out. I did not even notice that. Oh no. Billy Bronx, the backup, is suited up, and he's going to be behind the plate for the rest of the game as Oftin is out. You get to play SMB with fans and some good graphics. That's true. Now you actually get to feel the joy of seeing the actual people in the stadium. What happened? Oh, he tore his meniscus. Yep, I figured that was the problem. Alright, and we're facing playoff legend Lefty Southpaw. He was on our playoff roster last year. Where is he? He has no record on the year with a 9 ERA and a 3 whip. 3 runs given up, 2 earned in his first start of the year, which only was 2 innings long. 5 hits given up, 1 walk, 1 hit batsman. Batting average against .417. Ooh, not good numbers at all. Kaufman hitting .320 on the year, 2 RBIs, currently tense, but has bad ball hitter active. Slider misses off the plate there from Southpaw, ball 1. Slider low and away, okay, 2-0. Good up and in, that's called strike, 2-1. Taking all the way was Kaufman. Change up in there at the knees, 2-2. Screwball inside, pulled in the hole, base hit past Bill's diving infielders. That's a base hit for Kaufman. She's on to start the day, and that'll bring up Williams, locked in. The catcher hitting .464 with 2 homers, 6 RBIs on the year. So specialist active against Williams here as well. Heater up, missed it on the whiff, 0-1. Slider low, 1-1. Heater away, whiffed on it, 1-2. Runner goes. Change it down on the way, blooper to right center. That is going to drop in front of Armstrong for a base hit. Cannon arm throw is late, though, on Kaufman. Runners at the corners, nobody out here for Beefcake, hitting .533, 3 homers, 10 RBIs. Captain coming off a 2-home run game last episode against the Crocs. Hitting .533 with 3 homers, 10 RBIs. I just said that. Power versus lefty and high pitch active against the rattled Southpaw. Okay. Isn't Southpaw like 40? Yes, he is, actually. He is 39. Just under 40. Crack of the graveyard shift. Hey, John Moore, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Hopefully your day's been going well as well. Yes, we got some late night baseball action for you here today. We're only in game 1, and it's already interesting. The Buzzards have lost their catcher. Oftin struck out in the top half of the first. He tore his meniscus. He's out for the rest of the game. Southpaw's already worked himself into a jam. It's the other person who has the misfortune of knowing the FM knows why. Ah, boy. Heater up and away, dump shot to right center by the captain. That's down for a base hit. That's going to score the lead runner. Throw to third, not in time. A Williams beats it. Double for Beefcake. It is 1-0 Platypi. Ban the Y 2024. Colliner coming up next with RBI Hero. He's on fire as well. Hitting .571 with 5 homers, 10 RBIs. His hitting ratings are basically all up over 100, so at least the power is. Speed is nearly there, and contact is now definitely up near there. Here we go. That's outside on the change screwball. Ball 1. Oh, missed a high heater. 1-1. Heater middle in, chopped at the middle. Diving is Bunterson off his glove into center field, and that's going to drive in both runners. 2-run infield single. It's 3-0. And now back in the lineup is left fielder Rory Crowds. He was recovering from a groin injury earlier this season. He suffered it, hitting .538 with 2 RBIs, no homers. Inside pitch is active. Chase the changeup high out of the zone. 0-1. There it goes. Heater inside off the plate. Throw down to second by Bronx in the dirt and picked. That is caught stealing for Colliner. He is thrown out. Colliner's third attempt to steal this year. He's now 2 for 3 as he gets picked off. 1 down. 1-1 count to Crowds. Right up and away. Check strike called. 1-2. Changed away. Pulled foul. Still 1-2. Southpaw still rattled. Heater away. Popped up foul out of the Crouch's Bronx as he barely has to move. That's the second out. Now to bring up first baseman Pete Fiziku's 10th, hitting .240 with a homer and 5 RBIs. Heater middle of the plate, cracked in the hole to second, past the diving Adoya. That's a base hit. Fiziku on with a 2-out knock. Inning continues here for Charlie freaking Lopez, the shortstop, hitting .211, 2 RBIs on the year. They're going to turn his slow start around here. Change up way inside, ball 1. Heater down the middle, pulled in the hole to short. Diving is Bunterson to cut it off. Throw across the first, just in time, and that ends the inning. 3 home, though, for the Platypi here. 2 on a single by Colliner, or 1 on a single by Beefcake, or double. 3-0 to the second. Trunk, Borganar, and Adoya coming up. 40 arm catch of a player's 96 speed. I hate that. I think that when that happens, it's just so annoying. It's like, why? It's like, you're not going to catch me, so unless you dirt the throw, and you dirted the throw, why do you get rewarded for making such a bad throw? Alright, Trunk coming up. First baseman hitting .217 with a homer. 2 RBIs as he gets ready to kickstart the second inning here. Takes a heater at the letters. 0-1. Change it down and in. Low and inside. 1-1. Slider down and ways. Check strike. 1-2. The ball up. Pulled out of play. 1-2. Four-seamer up and away. Out back. Still 1-2. Slider down and in. Hit up the middle. That is a chopper base knock for Trunk. And that is a leadoff single for the Buzzards. Borgnar coming up. Left fielder hitting a .190. 1 solo homer on the year. Pick officer versus Steeler. Ooh, who's going to win this fight? We also have Cannon on behind the plate. I wonder if they're going to try to steal knowing that Borgnar has RBI 0, though. That's going to be interesting. First pitch change up and away. Borgnar lines it to center hard. Colliner back a few steps. Makes the catch. 1 down. Alright, so they do not steal. Have to hit Cannon on, indeed. Adoya coming up, second baseman hitting .154 with an RBI. Outside pitch active for the utility player. Slider in on the first pitch. Dump shot to left field. That jammed him, but he still manages to drop in a base hit. First and second now with 1 down. RBI opportunity now for center fielder Walter Volter, the second-year outfielder, replacing Thurman Colt on the Buzzards roster. Hitting .091 with an RBI. Like a 60-arm catcher is good, you need to hit the T99, yep. This is true. Curveball up and away is outside from Dubs. Ball 1 as that broke way out of the zone. Heater up and in. Taken by Walter. Good eye. 2-0. Change it down in the way. Strike called. 2-1. Slide it down and in. Check low. 3-1. Pushing it down in the way. That's skied by Walter to right field. Avalos over. Puts away for the second out. Runners hold. That's going to put the RBI opportunity into the lap of the pitcher, lefty southpaw, who's rattled. He's hitless on the air. Let's see if they make a move. You do love Terminator. Oh, you got to hit that. Okay, gotcha. Great movie, though. Indeed, indeed. I was just thinking about that the other day. One of the people I work with, his last name is Connors. His first name is John. And I'm like, you get the Terminator references all the time, don't you? Heater down and in. That's a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Curveball down and away. Chopper back to the mound. Dubs bare hands the first, and that ends the inning. Nice pitching, rookie. Bottom 2, it's 3-0. Avalos, Dubs, and Kaufman coming up. Rookie Bryson Avalos leading off. Right fielder hitting .417. High pitch is active here. Specialist also active, unfortunately, against him. Screwball misses high out of the zone. Ball 1. Heater up. Ooh, just late. 1-1. Change of hangs at the letters. That's a dribbler back to the mound as we get on top of it. Easy play for southpaw to first. 1 down for Dubs. Rookie pitcher is hitless on the air. I wish there were 3 blank hitters instead of 2. Off-speed hitter is better than fastball hitter. Indeed. That was a strike. I wasn't even paying attention. That's another strike. It's quickly 0-2. And we swing for it. Strike 3. First punch out for southpaw. 2 down. There's Kaufman. 1 for 1 with the single. She's tense. Still, even though I believe she was trying to steal as well. Screwball misses high. Ball 1. Change up away, pulled down the left field line by Kaufman into the corner. Borgnar on the run. He will get there, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Borgnar still hasn't regressed in the speed and defense category, so he's able to run that down with ease. To the third, it's 3-0. Bunterson, Armstrong, and Mustachio coming up against Dubs. Yeah, like, there should be something else other than off-speed or, like, fastball hitter, because off-speed hitter is objectively better with the amount of opportunity to use that with the number of pitches available in the game to you. Due to the fact it counts as 5 instead of 3. I agree. Imagine if you had that and bad ball hitter. Ooh, that's going to be an interesting one as well. Bunderson tried to bunt his first time up. He was retired by Williams from out of the crouch there. There's the cheater up and in. That's high. Ball 1. Curve off and away. Bunderson taking. Strike called. 1-1. Slide it down and away. Check swing. 1-2. Pushing up and in. High. 2-2. Good eye. Change it down. Chopper to third. Beefcake charges. He'll throw across. 1 down. Next up is Armstrong. 1 for 1 today with a single. Slide up and away on the first pitch. Check strike. 0-1. Dubs is already locked in here. Heater up and in. Off the plate. No call. 1-1. Change of middle in. Whiffed on it. 1-2. Curve off and away. Outside and high. 2-2. Fastball. That was a hanger right down the middle. Armstrong's going to crush it to left center. That's going to hit off the wall. Colliner plays the carom. It'll be a 1-out double here for Armstrong. He's 2 for 2. Dubs down in neutral, and here's Mustachio is still on fire. He's 0 for 1 today. Down in the way on the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Change up and in. That's a strike. It's 0-2. Ball from away. Fouled off. 1-2. 0-2 still to count, actually. Slider down and in. Chopper back to the mound. Dubs looks the runner back to second. Throw to first. 2 down. Now to bring up catcher Billy Bronx, who gets his first at-bat of the game after replacing injured catcher Jacques Oftin, who tore his meniscus on a strikeout in the first inning. Hitting .429 with 2 RBIs. Slider away on the first pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Ball down and in. That's a strike. 1-1. Heater up and in. Foul back. 1-2. Change up and away. Fouled off. 1-2. Slider down and away. Fouled off. Still 1-2. Curve off and in. Inside. 2-2 as it floats. Heater away. Fouled off again. Still 2-2. Change it down and in. Bronx checks low. 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch, slider at the knees, still fouled off. We are still fighting here with a full count. Heater up and in, chased and fouled back again. Count remains full. For ball from away. Bronx lines it to right of center. That hangs up for Callner, who makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Another run stranded. Bottom 3, it's 3-0. O'Lugliams, McStevens, and Callner. Hard in the lineup coming up for the Platypi. Here's Hera, 1 for 1 with a single today. She's locked in, also scored a run in the first inning. Change up inside, pulled foul out of play, 0-1. Heater middle in, jam shot to left center, sinking quickly. Borgnar on the run, cannot get there, it's a base hit. Leadoff knock for O'Lugliams, she's 2 for 2, and locked in. Here comes Beefcake, 1 for 1 with an RBI double, or is she on fire? Oh, she's on fire, oh geez. All right, Captain, let's go for it. RBI singles first at bat. Powers lefty and high pitch active. Or double. Oh, right down the middle with that heater. Just missed it. 0-1. Heater up. Just missed it. 0-2. A little late. Slider up and in. Hit through the middle. That's another base hit for the captain. 2 on, nobody out. And here comes Callner. RBI hero active. He's locked down the locked-in mojo. He did have a 2-run singles first at bat. Then he was thrown out trying to steal. Slider middle in. Jam shot on the ground to second. Adoya to second 1. Bunters in the first. Double play. Callner goes down to neutral mojo. 2 down. Runner at third for Rory Crowds, who popped out his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Side pitch is active here. Heater middle away, that's cracked to right center. That is going to one-hop to the fence and be extra bases for Crowds. Scoring easily, O'Lugliams from third. RBI double for Rory. It is 4-0 Platypi. He went from on fire to neutral in 2 at-bats. Yep. Yeah, I didn't have that in my bingo book. Peak Physique coming up. 1 for 1 with a single in the first inning. Steeler active at second. We're not going to make use of that right now. Both batter and pitcher tense as that changeup still outside. Ball 1. Change it down and then pulled foul by Physique. 1-1. Change it down, pulled foul again, still 1-2. Slider middle in, line to short, right at Bunterson, and that ends the inning. RBI double though for Crowds, 4-0 to the 4th. Trunk, Borgnar, and Adoya coming up. Trunk leading off, 1 for 1 with a single today. Slider up on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Goes him down in the way, 1 hopper to second. Kaufman makes the play, 1 down. Borgnar coming up, he's 0 for 1 today. Lined out to center his first at bat. Change it down in the way, outside, ball 1. For ball up and in. Sky down the right field line, hooking foul. Avalos on the run. Gets there, 2 down. Here's Adoya, 1 for 1 with a single. There's up and in. That's a strike. 0-1. Slider down and in. Whiffed on it. 0-2. For ball up and in. Whiffed on it, strike 3. He gone. Second punch out for Dubs. 1-2-3 inning for the rookie. Bottom 4, it's 4-0. Lopez, Avalos, and Dubs. Bottom of the lineup coming up. Jolly freaking Lopez leading off 0 for 1 today. He was thrown out from shortstop on a diving play by Bunterson. Back in the first inning. Southpawn's first pitch, screwball in there at the knees. 0-1. Screwball away, chopper to second. Easy play for Adoya. 1 down. Next up, Bryson Avalos, rookie 0 for 1 today with high pitch active. Flew out his first at bat. Specialist still active. Way high on that screwball. Ball 1. Chased it down low on the heater. 1-1. Changed down and then pulled foul. 1-2. Way high on that heater. 2-2. Never threatened the zone. Chased it low. Fouled off. Still 2-2. Way high on the slider. Full count to Avalos. Screwball up. Grounded hard to third. 1 hop to Mustachio. That is 2 down. And here's Seth Dubs, the pitcher. Struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Still locked in though. Heater up and in. Chased off the corner. 0-1. Popped up the screwball away. That is an easy catch for Southpaw. That's a 1-2-3 inning off the mound there for him. To the 5th, it's 4-0. Valter, Southpaw, and Bunterson coming up. Here's Valter, 0 for 1 today. Facing a locked-in Dubs. Heater up. Fouled off, out of play. 0-1. Slider down and away. Fouled off. It's 0-2. Curveball up and in. Fouled off. Just out in front of it. 0-2. Change it down and in. Check low. 1-2. Heater up and away. Chase. Blooper to second on the liner. Kaufman reaches up. Makes the catch. 1 down. Next up is Southpaw. 0 for 1 today. Intense. Heater up. Just high. Ball 1. Slider up. Southpaw chops it foul. Out of play on the left side. Little jam liner there. 1-1 pitch. Curveball down and in. Strike called. 1-2. Change it down and away. Taking low. 2-2. Forcing him up and in. Strike 3 call. Can I help you, lefty? Nah, you're just looking. Get out of here. Third punch out for Dubs today, and here's Bunterson, who's 0 for 2. Currently tense. Curveball up and in on the first pitch. That's line to left center, and that is going to be down for a base hit as Bunterson on with his first hit today. Little 2-out single puts the speedster on. That is going to bring up Armstrong, who's doubled and singled today. He's hitting Dubs very well. Slides down and in on the first pitch. Struck called. 0-1. Forcing up and away. Outside. 1-1. Change it down and away. Chopper, slow roller to second. Kaufman charges. Throw to first. Plenty of time. That ends the inning. Dubs at the shutout through 5. Bottom half. We're halfway home here in game 1 up 4-0. Kaufman, O'Lugliams, and McStevens coming up. I like the one where they... Favorite strikeout animation? Ooh, that's a good question. You like the I Can't Hear You one? Okay. I have to say my favorite strikeout animation is probably either the fist pump or the waving bye-bye to the batter. That's just so insulting and yet so satisfying at the same time. I'm also a sucker, though, for a classic fist pump, though. Alright, Kaufman flew out to left last time up. He's also singled as that slider misses low from Southpaw. Ball 1. Screwball's low. It's 2-0. Change up away. Oh, right in the chest. And down goes Southpaw. The shrug and the wave is good. I love it. It's so disrespectful. O'Lugliams coming up 2 for 2 today. On fire with 2 singles. And that actually counts Southpaw right in the face. Probably right through that thick beard of his, and that's going to bring up RH4, second-year reliever coming out to the mound. He has added walk prone to his game, and he still has his consistent trait. He's gone now. Here's RH4. One half of the Hurlington twins. Robert Hurlington IV, a.k.a. just Rob. No record, a 9 ERA and a 160 whip. 5 earned runs given up in 3 appearances. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 homers, and a batting average against a .318. And good speed over at first with off-speed hitter at the plate and consistent active for Hurlington. Long look at first there. Heater up and in, that's a strike. Or, actually, no, it's a ball. 0-1. Heater middle of the plate, hit well by L. Williams to dead center field. That's got carry, but it will die at the warning track, dead center. Caught by Volter for the first out. Beefcake coming up, 2 for 2 today. RBI double and a single. He's locked in. High pitch active. He does lose power versus lefty, though. Oh, that's a floating curveball. I should have crushed that. 0-1. Chase that one. God damn it on the heater. 0-2. Foul back the curveball middle in. That's into the screen. 0-2. Pick off to first. Back safely Kaufman. There it goes. Slider away is Chase, dribbler to the mound. Hurlington still tries to get the out at second and fails, but they do end up getting the out at first regardless. Kaufman, though, thankfully was moving on that, so she does advance, and she's in scoring position for Callner with RBI hero. Who started the game on fire. He's now down to neutral because he singled in 2 runs, then was thrown out trying to steal second, and then hit into a double play. That makes perfect sense. RBI hero up, though. Slider middle in, strike called from Hurlington, 0-1. Chase the heater out of the zone, it's 0-2. Popped him up, heater away, right in front of the mound there is going to be Hurlington. That ends the inning. So despite the injury to Southpaw and a leadoff single, we fail to score. To the 6th, 4-0, Mustachio, Bronx, and Trunk coming up. Hard lineup up for the Buzzards here is Mustachio leading off, 0 for 2. He's down to locked-in mojo here. He was on fire to start the day. Dubs looking for a quality start, trying to get through the 6th here for the first time in his career. Heater up and in, high, ball 1. Curveball down. That's lined at the middle of the 2nd. Pass it out in Kaufman. That's going to be a base hit. Mustachio's first knock of the day. He's 1 for 3. He's back to on fire, and here's Billy Bronx, who's 0 for 1. Heater up, skied by Bronx, deep to center field, hit pretty well. Calling her to the warning track, though. It's going to run out of gas. 1 down. Mustachio hangs on, and that'll bring up Trunk. 1 for 2 with a single. Slider up and away on the first pitch outside. Ball 1. Change it down and in. That's a strike. 1-1. Heater down and away. Chase, chopper to second. Kaufman charges. Flip to second. 1. Lopez the first. Double play. You love to see it. And Dubs is through the 6th. Bottom 6th. It's 4-0. Crowds, Physique, and Lopez coming up. There's Rory Crowds. 1 for 2 with an RBI double last at bat. Inside pitch active for the facing the locked-in RH4. Slider down and away at the knees. Nice pitch. 0-1. Slider inside almost hits him. He takes it all the way. 1-1. Heater middle in. Fouled back. 1-2. Curveball away. Pulled up the third base line. Just foul. 1-2. Chase the heater down and away. Strike 3. First punch out for RH4. Next up is Peak Physique. Tense. 1 for 2 with single today. Curveball away, strike called, 0-1. Heater down and in, dribbler back to the mound. RH4 makes the play, 2 down. Weird thing, go on. Jolly freaking Lopez up next, 0 for 2 today. Old man is grounded out twice. Curveball's inside, ball 1. Didn't Will Smith win the last 3 World Series? Ooh, did he? Think he might have. Get it down the way. That's a strike. 1-1. Let's see. Texas. Yeah, I think he did. Atlanta, Houston, Texas. I actually think you're right. Huh. Well, would you look at that? This man is just, wherever he goes, he just magically picks up rings. Slider down and in is lowered inside, 2-1. Third ball's low, 3-1. There we go. Good hitters count. Walk prone activates. Heater at the knees. Strike called. Full count. Slider middle away. Fouled back. Lopez stays alive. Count is full. Heater way hit at the middle to second. That's a big right at Adoya though, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Hurlington. For the 7th, 4-0 still the score. Borgnar, Adoya, and Walter coming up as Dubs comes back out for the 7th. How much power is this badass? 7? Ooh, let's have a look. Because he did regress recently. He has, where are you, Charlie? 8. 8 power. You gave him a little too much credit. Dubs leading off. Borgnar leading off. Rips the first pitch slider foul. Out of play. 1. Heater up and away, blooper to left field, hanging up for crowds, makes the catch, 1 down. So yeah, his power is equivalent to the speed of Lars Stadcliffe, a solid 8. Adoya coming up, 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch curveball up and in. That's a strike as it floats in there, 0-1. Heater down and in. That's lined at the middle, another base hit for Adoya, his 2nd of the day, he's 2 for 3. Puts him on with 1 down here in the 7th. That is going to bring out Walter. He's 0 for 2.
Number 1, Walter.
Slide up and away on the first pitch. Whiffed on at 0-1. Nice pitch there. Change it down in the way. Folding badly out in front of it. 0-2. The ball up and in. Fouled off. Walter out in front of it. Heater down and in. Low. 1-2. Four-seamer up and away. Strike 3 call. Can I help you, Walter? Nah, you're just looking. 2 down. 4th punch out for Dubs. Pitcher slot due up next. Pinch hitting for Hurlington is 3rd baseman Nomar Stubbs, who replaces Helena Bigsby on the bench here for the Buzzards. He is hitless on the year. Still has his whiffer trait as well. First pitch curveball down and away. That's a strike. 0-1. Slide up in. Strike called. 0-2. Whiffer activates. Heater up the way. High. 1-2. Great eye. Change it down and in. Fouled off. Still 1-2. Slide it down and away. Hard chopper to third. Beefcake dives. Nice stop throw across the first. Plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Nice pitching. Dubs. 7 shutout innings for the rookie. Coming out of the bullpen, long reliever with reverse splits. It is Sebastian Morrow with an ERA of 0 and a whip of 0.33 with 4 strikeouts. Bottom 7, we're up 4. Avalos, then Dubs, who we will pinch hit for, and Kaufman. Bryson Avalos leading off 0 for 2 today with high pitch active. However, he is facing reverse splits from Morrow, so going to be a big pain in the ass. Slide it down and away at the knees. Strike called. 0-1. Heater up. Dumped to center field by Avalos. It's in for a base hit. Rookie on with his first hit today. He's 1 for 3. Now to bring up Dubs, the pitcher, who'll be lifted for a pinch hitter here. 7 shutout innings here for the rookie in his 2nd start. Gives up 7 hits. He does not walk a batter and strikes out 4. Nice pitching today, Rook. Could not have asked for more out of you. Let's go ice that arm. Coming off the bench here, we're going to go ahead and hand it over here to, let's go to Poke Foster here off the bench. Hitting .375, 3 for 8 on the season with Bunter active here. Righty-righty matchup, takes away reverse splits from Morrow. Decent speed over at first on Avalos. Cutter up and in is off the plate, ball 1. Change up in there at the letters, 1-1. Change up and in, chopper to third. Mustachio to second, 1. Adoya to first. This is double play. Pinch hitter retired, and that'll bring up Kaufman with 2 down, and the base is empty. She's back to neutral after her 2nd hit last at bat. 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Looking for another hit. Slider up on the first one, fouled off out of play, 0-1. Change up inside, it's 0-2. Slide in the middle of the plate, popped her up. Shallow right center, out for Dodoya, called off by the right fielder Armstrong, and that ends the inning. Alright, so if I was to sub the batter, do I want to sub in Foster for Avalos? I don't think so. I think I'll just leave Avalos out there. He is faster after all. Alright, coming out of the bullpen here, we're going to go ahead and hand it over here to rookie Rig Corral to the 8th, top half, a 4-0 to score. Bunterson, Armstrong, and Mustachio coming up. I was tempted to pick Alonso, and then I remembered he's hurt. Bunterson leading off, tense, 1 for 3 with a single today. Facing rookie Rig Corral. Corral on the year, no record at 2.70 ERA and a 1.20 whip. 2 appearances on the season, 3 1/3 innings pitched, 1 earned run surrendered, 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 wild pitch, 1 strikeout, and a batting average against 273. See how he does here. First pitch heater away, outside, ball 1. Slider down and in, strike call, 1-1, nice pitch. Ball down and away, outside, 2-1. Heater up and in, checked high, strike call, 2-2. Heater middle in, off the plate, full count. Ball up and away. Hit well by Bunterson to left center, crowd's on the run. Gets there on the warning track for the first out in left center. Next up is Armstrong, 2 for 3 with a double and a single. First pitch slider away, off the plate, ball 1. Ball down, low, 2-0. Heater up and away. Armstrong lines it to left over the glove of McStevens. It's a base hit. Runner on with 1 down. 3rd hit of the day for Armstrong. He's locked in. Here's on fire Mario Mustachio. Reached on a single last at bat. He's 1 for 3. Heater down and in on the first pitch. Blew it by him, 0-1. Ball up and away. Mustachio skies at the center. He just missed it. Calling her to his left. Just to the right of dead center. Puts it away. 2 down. 2 down, runner still at first for Billy Bronx. He's 0 for 2. Slider inside on the first pitch from Corral. Fooled him badly as he was looking outside. 0-1. Heater down and away. Low. 1-1. Goes him up and in. Blew it by him. 1-2. The ball hangs. Foul back. Thankfully he missed it. 1-2. Slider down and in. Jammed in the hole to first. Bezique dives, ricochets it over to Coffin, who bare hands, flips back to Bezique, and that's going to end the inning. Nice reactions there, Peak. Bottom 8, it's 4-0. Williams, McStevens, and Collin are coming up, looking for some more insurance runs. There's that play. Hey, that's an amazing play when it works out for you. Haven't seen that one in a while? Yeah, it's like they're playing volleyball with each other. I got it. No, I got it. Here you go. Yeah, usually it's over at 3rd when they ricochet it to the shortstop. It's nice to see it happen on the other side for a change. Williams flew out last at bat, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. She is still locked in, has off-speed hitter, and reverse splits activates again for Morrow. Sebastian sets and fires. First pitch heater down and in. That's a strike, 0-1. Heater down the way, line at the middle, but hangs up for Bunterson, 1 down. There's Beefcake, 2 for 3 with a pop out. He's also hit a RBI double and a single today. That pitch is active. Cutter up, ripped to right field over the leaping glove of Trunk. That's a base hit. 3rd hit today for the captain. He's 3 for 4. 1 on, 1 down for Colliner. 1 for 3 with a 2-run single today. Still down to neutral. Heater cutter middle in, foul back, 0-1. Change it down, pulled foul, it's 0-2. Pick off to first, back safely is Beefcake. Heater away, whiff through it, strike 3. First punch out for Morrow. 2 down, and here's Rory Crowds going through with an RBI double today.
Rory Crowds.
Either way, late swing, 0-1. There it goes. Checked high on the cutter, taken, throw down to second, not in time. Steal for Beefcake. Captain moves into scoring position, his second steal of the year. He's 2 for 2. 1-1 count to Crowds. Either way, late swing, 1-2. Either up and away, hit well by Crowds to right field, but that is going to hang up out there right at Armstrong, and that ends the inning. All right, so no insurance to the 9th, still 4-0. Corral stays out there. Trunk, Borgnar, and Adoya coming up. There's Trunk, 1 through the single today. Heater down and away in the first one. That's a strike, 0-1. For ball put in. Inside off the plate, 1-1. Heater down and in. That's lined at the middle. That's a base hit for Trunk. Leadoff man on here for the Buzzards in the 9th as they need a rally. Here comes Borgnar. He's 0 for 3. Steeler active as well as choker, and so is cannon arm behind the plate. Hopefully that activates. Ball down and away. That's chopped through the legs of Corral into center field, and that is 2 straight lead back-to-back singles here to start the 9th. Tying run in the on-deck circle for the Buzzards. Here's Adoya, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Outside pitch is active. We're not talking about it. All right, come on, Riggs. Slow it down. Heater down and in on the first one. That's a strike. 0-1. Okay, that's a good start. Slider put in. Jam shot the third. Beefcake dives over his glove. It's a base hit. And that loads the bases. Tying run coming to the plate. Nobody out for Valter. 0 for 3. No pinch hitter coming. Pitcher slot is in the on-deck circle, so there will be a pinch hitter for that one. Who do we got? All right, Alonso's injured. He's out. Sorelli is mostly rested, but reverse splits is not active. Knops is a no. We do have Zumar. All right, Rufus, got to be you. Rufus, no record, a 180 ERA and a 260 whip. 3 appearances on the year, 1 earned run, 1 save, 5 innings pitched, 11 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Batting average against 478. Like, yikes, like big yikes now. Yeah, it's getting a little hairy. First pitch curveball away. That's a strike at the knees. There we go. 0-1. Work ball down and in. Chop foul. 0-2. Zoom up and away. Chased and fouled off. 0-2. More zoomer up and in. High. 1-2. Great eye there. 1-2 pitch. Slider down and away. Whiffed on it. Strike 3. He gone. First punch out for Zumar. Here comes the pitcher slot. Pinch hitting for Morrow. It is Slopopity, the injured second baseman. Hitting .667. He's mostly rested from his injury, so his hitting ratings are not taking a nosedive here. And thankfully, rally starter will not be active because runners are on base already. All right. First pitch forkball down and into Whoopity. Strike called. 0-1. Forcing the down and away. Chased it out of the zone. It's 0-2. Curveball down and away. Did not chase it. Gets under the glove thanks to crossed up, but does not get far enough away from El Williams. 0-2 pitch. 2-seamer up and in. Off the plate. 2-2. Slider up and away. Whoopity grounds to third. Beefcake there to second. 1. Coffin to first. Double play. You love to see it. Zumar comes in, strands the bases loaded in the 9th, getting a strikeout and a double play ball. Platypi win 4-0 in Game 1 of today's episode as we improve to 5-2 on the year and extend our winning streak to 4 straight games. GG's, GG's indeed. Thank you, Rufus. Thank you for bailing Corral out of that. They made it interesting there in the 9th, but they failed to score today as the Buzzards are shut out. They did get 11 hits, though, so they did hit the ball well. They just couldn't drive anybody in. Also doesn't help that they lost Ofteen in the first inning. Had he been here, maybe they could drive in a run. Yeah, that was a poorly timed meniscus tear on his end. For us, RBIs today, McStevens 1 on a double, 2 for Colliner on a single, and Crowds had an RBI double as well. Southpaw takes the loss, 4 innings plus, 9 hits, 4 runs, 1 strikeout. He falls to 0-1. Hurlington, 2 innings scoreless, gets the hold out of the bullpen, striking out a batter. Morrow, 2 scoreless innings in relief of him, also getting a hold. 2 hits, 1 strikeout as well. For us, Seth Dubs, 7 shutout innings in his second career start. He gives up 7 hits with 4 strikeouts. He gets his first career victory, improving to 1-1. Rig Corral gets an inning plus 4 hits given up, and he gets bailed out of a jam by Zumar, who comes in with the bases loaded in the 9th, gets a strikeout and a double play ball to end it. Second save of the year for Rufus. I'll watch the other game tomorrow. As you can see, I can't spell right now. My mind is mush. All right, man, having a good night. And also, Lawai, if you're hearing this, fuck you. Poor Lawai. All right, buddy, take it easy, one boy. I'll see you. Player of the game here in Game 1 is Seth Dubs for his shutout pitching, followed by Beefcake with his 3-hit day, driving in a run and stealing a base, and then it's Armstrong with his 3-hit day. One of the few bright spots for the Buzzards here in today's game. Alrighty. Gonna be going ahead and simming up to Game 2 here in a second, as that loads in. Alright, what do we got? 2 players are fighting over a pair of stirrups you found in the dugout. Who do you give it to? Just for that save, Zumar. That was a masterful job of getting out of that. Sorry, Rook. Alright, that's it. No, stirrups would be a pair of socks for those who are curious. Alrighty, let's go ahead and sim up here. Sawteeth win. Freebooters shut out the hot corners 1-0. Good win for the Freebooters. They're 5-2. Heaters lose to the Blowfish. That's always nice to see a division rival lose. Moose rally to beat the Overdogs 5-4. Nice win for them. Sandcats beat the Wideloads in 10 innings, 5-3. Another victory against our division rivals. Love it. B-Wolves taking on the Crocs here. Crocs beat them for us. Nice. Okay, so everyone in our division has lost so far. Sirloins beat the Grass Eaters 6-2. Love to see the Grass Eaters lose. Sawteeth beat the Wild Pigs 6-2. I believe we saw the Nemesis beat the Jacks in the Sim. And then the Grapplers lose to the Buzzards 4-0. So after they get shut out, the Buzzards bounce back and shut out their next opponent. And everyone in our division has lost so far in the Sim except us. That's nice. Grass Eaters blow out the Blowfish. Grapplers now taking on the Jacks. They're going to bounce back in a big way and win 9-1. So they go 1-1 in the Sim, staying a half game behind us. Sandcats win in extras over the Pigs. Freebooters taking on the Nemesis here. Nemesis rally, and they win in 13 innings, 5-3 on a walk-off homer. And then the Wideloads and Heaters at the bottom of the division square off. Wideloads do win. So the Heaters go 0-2 in the Sim. B-Wolves right now are 0-1. Wideloads 1-1, and the Grapplers 1-1. Alrighty, we're taking on the Sirloins here next. We'll preview this matchup here in a second. Let's look around the league. Nothing to report there from Dugout 5s, where he's just someone we're following in the free agent pool. Couple development opportunities. Dale Nail regresses in the free agent pool as well. Cuffingham improves her backup position to first base and outfield. Ooh, so she just skipped over the just like regular outfield slot. She went straight to first base outfield backup. That means she's one step off of utility, being a utility player infield, outfield. That is awesome. Nice job, Camilla. Giving me a little bit more playability. Alrighty, so we have a chance to gain crossed up for Rusty. Not an ideal trait. Plus his velocity is already pretty high as it is. Seb Swolson. This is a good one here for 2 more games, though. Sawyer, chance to get a 2-seamer. I like that. That'll be here for 1 game, so don't need to worry about that. Sliperia, we do have enough to get this now. We need to think about that. Cuffingham, chance to get power versus lefty. Ooh, that would be interesting. Extra power never hurts. I like that one. Wugvam's chance to lose cannon. Hells nah. So that one's out. I think I'm going to let Sliperios go. It's just not enticing enough for me to go get that infield utility thing at this time, I think. Sawyer, a chance for an extra pitch that's being trumped by Cuffingham's trade opportunity. Swolson's extra fielding is killer for Swolson, though, but this will be here for 2 games, so this is fine. Yeah, I'm thinking Cuffingham's is going to win out over Sawyer's, definitely. Okay. So nothing to buy here. Let's move to game 2. On the mound for us at 5-2. We're going to have Rusty Nozzle on the mound, 1-0 with a 5.40 ERA and a 2 WHIP. And on the mound for the Sirloins here, it is going to be righty Bugsy Snuggs, who's 0-1 with a 2.25 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP. He also has walk prone. Nozzle has injury prone. Both teams are coming in 5-2 on the season. All right, lineup we're using, leading off in right field is locked-in Hera O'Wugliams. Then it is catcher Camilla Cuffingham. Batting third, center fielder Hayam Connor. Batting fourth, locked-in third baseman Beefcake McStevens. Batting fifth, second baseman Kitty Kaufman. Batting sixth is DH today Sebi Swolson. Batting seventh, shortstop Hans Sliperio. Getting the start over Charlie freaking Lopez. Batting eighth, left fielder Roy Crowds. And batting ninth is 10th first baseman Pete Physique. Let's see, lineup for the Sirloins, leading off a catcher, locked-in Teresa Ketchum. Batting second, locked-in center fielder Blamo Tamale. Oh, great. Then it's first baseman Mick Steele, right fielder Hammer Long Ballo, DH Randy Mann, who was picked up from the Hot Corners. They have shortstop Willard Wiggins still, third baseman Madoka Hayata, left fielder Filet Jones, and second baseman Kerry Cartman. Filet Jones, of course, famous for making the Little League home run happen for Charlie Lopez last year. Pretty funny, we're actually going back to the same park, so this could happen again. Kerry Cartman, who was on our team originally, has been picked up by them. He's getting the start over Walker Runs, who was left the freebooters, apparently. They still have Momo Toba, they still have Tish Ballin, and that's it for their bench. They added extra pitchers, it seems. They still have Manny Canes. They added Warren Yount. Oof, man, this rotation is, oh my God. They also have Noah Kaiser. Jesus. This is a fantastic starting rotation. Oh my God. The weak one is Snuggs, and we're playing him. Long reliever Split Severson is still here. They added long reliever Dwight Breeze. I believe he was on the Blowfish, if I remember correctly. Then it's Shay D still here. Miguel Duke and Linus Digby, they're still here. And then they added our former closer, Walt Huckster. Okay. Interesting. We'll just wear our regular road uniforms this episode. I don't feel like... What's the Sirloins alternates look like again? Remind me. Oh, God. They look just like ours. It's a little off-red, but the similarities are striking. We're just going to wear the regular home uniforms, okay? Here at an overcast gray day here at Apple Field. All right, we're back at the same park where the Little League home run happened. Charlie, unfortunately, is not starting today's game, so... Maybe if an opportunity presents itself later, we'll pinch hit with him and see if he can make magic happen again. That'd be pretty fucking funny if it did. Here we go. All right, O'Wugliams leading off. Right fielder locked in, hitting .469 with 2 homers, 6 RBIs here against Bugsy Snuggs. Snuggs in his first start took the loss. He went 8 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, 2.25 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP, 8 hits, surrendered 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. No run support for him in his first go-round, though. Batting average against for him is .258. So every pitcher has played here this year for the Sirloins except Dwight Breeze. Okay, interesting. So he's like a placeholder on the roster, I guess. You could cut him for a 4th bench player, you know. Just thought, especially since you're in a DH league. All right, Snuggs is a fastball. There's a cutter right there. That's one of them. He also has a 4-seamer, 2-seamer, and a slider. So basically it's the Miller Bruiser experience for those of you who are familiar with the Thumpers franchise rebuild in the randomized series. Miller Bruiser had the same pitch selections, but he also had a lead slider. So cutter up and in is inside, 1-1. Heater's inside, 2-1. Heater away, hit up the middle, base hit for O'Wugliams as it's a seeing eye shot into center. She's on with the leadoff single, and that is going to bring up Camilla Cuffingham, getting her first start of the episode. Catcher hitting with contact versus righty active here, hitting .421 on the season. Really good arm behind the plate today for the Sirloins. We are not going to be running on their catcher, which is Teresa Ketchum, who's one of the best defensive-minded players in the game there behind the plate. First pitch Heater taken low, ball 1. Cutter up, that's a strike, 1-1. Heater up and away, dumped down the left field line. That's dropping in front of Filet Jones. It's a base hit, and there's that noodle arm. 2 straight hits to start the game for the Platypi for Hayam Connor with RBI hero. He had 1 hit in the first game, which was a 2-run single. He did start the episode on fire, but he is down to neutral because of a series of unfortunate events. After said 2-run single, he was thrown out trying to steal second base. He then hit into a double play ball, and then he went hitless the rest of the game. So, yeah, let's just say it was a bad day. Oh, missed the heater, middle in, 0-1. Heater down and in, Chopper to second. Cartman to second, 1. Wiggins on to first, not in time. Fielder's choice. Runners at the corners, 1 down as Williams is out on the force out. Here's Beefcake, the captain, locked in. He had 3 hits in the first game, going 3 for 4. He had an RBI double in that one and a stolen base as well. Hitting .559 with 3 homers, 11 RBIs, and high pitch active here. Cutter up and away, line to right field, and that's a base hit. Beefcake gets the scoring started, scoring Williams. Williams 1-0. Cuffingham was out in the force. Kitty Kaufman up next, hitting the 5 slot today for the second baseman, hitting .345 with 2 RBIs, 2 hits in the first game for Kitty. Doubleheader active as well. Cutter up, strike called with letters, nice pitch, 0-1. High heater away, 1-1. Heater middle in, Sky to left field, just missed it right at Blake Jones, and it's an easy second out. And noodle arm again. God, I love that throwing animation. Here's Sebby Swolson, the DH, getting a rare start today because we don't need him in the field. Hitting .600 with 2 RBIs off the bench here this year. Doubleheader active for Sebby. Slider down, fouled off late, 0-1 into the dugout. Heater down, hitting the hole, base hit to right field. There we go. Hammer comes up throwing. We're going to hold the runner. Bases loaded, 2 down. Here comes Hans Slaperio, the second-year shortstop. His first start of the episode. Sat out the first game, hitting an even .300 with an RBI. Bunter is active here. Slider away, that's a strike. 0-1. Heater up is chased, dumped up the middle, down over the diving glove of Wiggins. It's a base hit. Going to be a 2-run single here for Slaperio. 3-0 Platypi. Here's Crowds, left fielder with inside pitch active. He had an RBI double in the first game. Hitting .471 with 3 RBIs. Unfortunately, that double was his only hit. Went 1 for 4, I believe. That's in the dirt on the fastball. Good block by Ketchum, 1-0. That's in the dirt again. Good block on the other fastball, 2-0. Cutter down on the way, Chopper to second. Cartman takes the throw to first, and that ends the inning. 3 runs in the first inning for the Platypi, though. Bottom 1. Ketchum, Tamale, and Steele coming up against Nozzle. Three's Ketchum leading off. Catcher locked in, hitting in .333 with a homer. 5 RBIs. Mind Gamer active here against Rusty Nozzle with injury prone. Rusty on the year, 1-0. He got a win in his first start, going 5 innings. Gave up 3 runs, 5.40 ERA, and a 2 whip. 8 hits, giving up 2 walks, a homer, 4 strikeouts, and batting average against a .364. Already has a 3-run lead to build upon. Let's see how he does. Slider down on the first one. Chopped in the hole to short. Slaperio charges, throw to first, 1 down. Center fielder Blamo Tamale up next. He's locked in. Inside pitch and off-speed hitter both active. He's already locked in as well. Hitting .296 with 5 homers and 9 RBIs. Up and away. Outside. Ball 1. Cutter down and away. That's a strike. 1-1. Forcing him down and away. Chop foul. 1-2. Ball away. That's hit pretty deep to left center field. Calliner on the run. Running out of room. Lays out just out of his reach. It's extra bases for Tamale. It's going to be a 1-out triple. Runner 90 feet away with 1 down for the Sirloins. Here's Mick Steele, first baseman, hitting .111 on the year with 2 RBIs. Sirloins no longer have first baseman Kat Stanza. She is no longer on the roster. Neither is third baseman Bloomer Platoon. Cutter down and in on the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. I did see Steele did pick up rally starter, though. He has always had pinch perfect. Ball away, Chopper to short. Slaperio fields the high hopper to first. 2 down, as that's an RBI ground out for Steele. Sirloins on the board, it's 3-1, and here's Hammerlong Ballo, the cover athlete for the game. Right fielder hitting .242. 1 homer, 3 RBIs, fastball hitter and power versus righty, both active. There's the curveball up and in. Jam foul. Out of play. 0-1. Slider up and away. High. 1-1. Four-seamer down and in. Check low. 2-1. Slider down and away. Way outside. 3-1. 3-1 pitch. Curveball up and away. Popped up foul. Cuffing him out of the crouch. Watches it get over the screen though. Full count. Slider down and in. Low, ball 4. First walk for Nozzle as he lost him. 2-out walk keeps the inning alive for DH Randy Mann, who was added from the Hawkhorns in free agency. Mann hitting .273 with 3 RBIs. First pitch cutter up and away. Runner does go. Strike called. Throw down by Cuffingham. Nails him at second. What a throw from Cuffingham. Long ball out caught stealing, and that was just a straight steal. That ends the inning. For the second 3-1, Physique, Williams, and Cuffingham coming up. Here's Pete Physique, 9-hitter tenths. First baseman hitting .250 on the year with a homer and 5 RBIs. For Long Ballo, that was his first attempt to steal this year. He is 0 for 1. First pitch, two-seamer low to Physique, ball 1. Two-seamer middle in, sky to left field. He just missed it. Hanging up there down the line for Jones, 1 out. Here's a Williams, locked in, 1-for-1 with a single today, and a run scored. All-speed hitter active. Cutter middle in, ripped hard on the ground. That's a base hit. Right down the middle of the plate. We got to swing at that. Williams now on fire. She's on with her second hit. Here's Cuffingham. One with a single, and then out on a fielder's choice her first time on the base paths. Contact righty active. Heater up, strike called. 1 nice pitch. Heater down in the way, low, 1-1. Cutter middle in, hit well by Cuffingham to right, but hanging up for Long Ballo. 2 down. That's going to bring up the Pam Colliner, actually. He's 0 for 1. Grounding into a fielder's choice his first at bat, but then he did score later in the inning. High heater misses, ball 1. Cutter up, just missed it. Colliner fouls it back, 1-1. Heater away, late swing, 1-2. Cutter up and away, chased, foul back, 1-2. Chased the slider out of the zone away, strike 3. First punch out for Snugs, and that ends the inning. Bottom 2, it's 3-1 still. Mann, Wiggins, and Hayata coming up. Mann's at bat resets, so he'll get another crack at a Nozzle here as Long Ballo was just thrown out on a straight steal. Slider middle in, strike called 0-1. Little hack activates for Mann. Heater up and in. Blooper to shallow center. Colliner gets in, but he's not going to get there. It's a bloop base hit. Mann on to start the second here for the Sirloins. Here's Willard Wiggins, the shortstop.
Number 21, Willard Wiggins.
Hitting .346 with 4 RBIs. Heater up and away on the first one. High, ball 1. Slider down. Blooper to center field. That is going to get down for another base hit. 2 on, nobody out on back-to-back bloop shots. Here comes Madoka Hayata. Third baseman hitting .276 with 4 RBIs. She's now the full-time third baseman with Platoon gone off the roster. First pitch curveball down and in from Nozzle in the dirt. Ball 1. Cutter up and away. High, 2-0. Heater down and away. Outside, 3-0. Ball 4. Cutter misses inside. Second walk for Nozzle. Base is loaded. Nobody out. There's left fielder Filet Jones, the power threat. Hitting .200 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. Come on, guys. Come on, Rusty. You got to fight for it. He's tense. First pitch slider down in the way in the dirt. Good block, Cuffingham. Ball 1. Heater up and in. No call. It's inside. 2-0. The ball hangs. Thank God we got lucky. Foul back. 2-1. Cutter down. Check low. 3-1. Either way. A line deep to right. O'Wugliam's back. Makes catch for the first out. Runners do not tag as they know O'Wugliams has the arm. And they would have been dead to rights at home. One down. Here's Harry Cartman, the former Platypi second baseman, hitting .556, 4 RBIs on the year. He's now starting today over Walker Runs, who was added from the Freebooters, which means that they no longer have Lloyd Cook. He is not on the roster here. Cutter up and in on the first pitch to Cartman. Strike called, 0-1. Curveball down and away. Outside, 1-1. Heater way outside, 2-1. Slider down. Check low, 3-1. Big hack activates. Heater middle in. Blooper over short. Sloperio out, makes the catch on the pop fly, 2 down. Bases remain loaded, back to the top of the lineup. Here comes Ketchum, 0-1. Locked in still. Cutter up and in on the first one, strike called, 0-1. Ball middle away. Outside, 1-1. Heater down and in. Line to center, right at Colliner, and we strand the bases loaded with nobody out. Nice job, guys. To the third, it's 3-1. Way to pitch, Rusty. Way to go, defense. McStevens, Kaufman, and Swolson coming up. Here's Captain Beefcake McStevens, 1-for-1 with an RBI single today. He's locked in. High pitch still active here. Heater up, rope to left of center, down in front of the sliding tamale for a base hit. Beefcake 2-for-2. Leadoff man on for Kaufman, 0-for-1, and tense. Heater down and in, strike called, 0-1. Check low on the heater, good eye, 1-1. Slider down and in, dump to left center field, that's down for a hit. Kaufman's first hit, she's 1-for-2. 2 on, nobody out here for Swolson. Sebi 1-for-1 with a single. Heater middle in, whiffed on it inside, 0-1. Heater middle way, foul back, 0-2. Cutter down, roped, just foul. That would have been extra bases, 0-2. Chase the heater out of the zone, fouled off, still 0-2. And whiffed on it inside. First punch out for Snugs, or second? Have to look. Sloperio up, 1-for-1, 2-run single his first at bat. Bugsy came in with 8 strikeouts. He's at 10 now, so yeah, that's his second today. 1 down, first and second here for the Platypi. Heater up, strike called to Sloperio, 0-1. Heater way hitting the hole, base hit past the third baseman. Wiggins on the dive, it's an infield single. Base is loaded for Crowds. 10, 0-for-1, 1 down. Will he get a pitch to turn on? Heater up and in, chopper to short. Knocked down by Wiggins. He has to take the out at first. That would have been a double play, ending the inning, but instead it's an RBI ground out for Crowds. 4-1 the score. Here's Peak Physique, 0-for-1 and tense. Can we capitalize on that miscue? They did not give him an error on that. That's in the dirt on the 2-seamer. Ball 1. Checked inside on the heater, 2-0. Heater to knees, hard grounder to short. Wiggins makes the play cleanly this time. Throw to first, ends the inning. But we do get 1 thanks to that poorly timed drop, which did not give them the double play opportunity. Bottom 3, it's 4-1. Tamale, Steele, and Longbalo coming up. There's Tamale, 1-for-1 with a triple today. He is locked in. He also scored a run as well. Cutter up and away in the first one. High, ball 1. Heater away. Outside, 2-0. Slider down and in, chopper to second. High hopper for Kaufman. Makes the play, 1 down. Next up, Nick Steele, 0-for-1 with an RBI ground out. Rally starter active here for the first baseman. Curveball away in the first one. Strike called, 0-1. Slider middle in. Line at the middle of the second, out of the lunging reach of Kaufman into the gap. That's going to be extra bases. Colliner runs it down at the fence. It's going to be a 1-out double for Steele. Puts himself in scoring position for Longbalo, who drew a walk his first plate appearance, and then was thrown out trying to steal second base. down and in on the first one. Strike called. 0-1. Cutter middle away. Lined at the middle. Base hit for long ball. That was not supposed to catch the zone. First and third now with one down. Here's Randy Mann, 1-for-1 with a single.
Number 96, Randy Mann.
Forcing him up and in inside. Ball 1. Slider hangs, line to first, right at Physique, who tags long ball. Oh, it's an unassisted double play, and you love to see that. To the fourth, it's 4-1. O'Wugliams cuffing him and calling her. Coming up. Way to go, Physique. Way to bail us out.
Now batting.
Here's O'Wugliams on fire today. 2-for-2 with 2 singles. Heater high. Ball 1. Heater up, lined up the middle. Base hit for O'Wugliams. She's 3-for-3. Gonna say, Hera's ripping it right now. Next up, cuffing him 1-for-2 with a single. Slider way outside on the first one. Ball 1. Cutter down and in low. 2-0 count to cuffing him. Slider down and in. Line through the middle. It's a base hit. Snugs cannot react in time to catch that. 2 on. Nobody out. Here comes the captain. No, it's Colliner. He's out RBI here. 0-for-2. Colliner is struck out and grounded into a fielder's choice. Cutter away. Strike called on the corner. Nice pitch. 0-1. Chased it in the dirt. Bouncing. 0-2. Heater up, lined at the middle, right at Cartman for the first out. Everybody back safely. There's Beefcake, 2-for-2, 2 singles and an RBI today. He's locked in. Batter hangs, lined right at Cartman though, 2 down. Base is empty. 2 on, 2 down for Kaufman. She's 1-for-2 with a single. Heater up, strike called. 0-1. Two-seamer up high, 1-1. Heater middle of the zone, chop to short. Wiggins there to second. That ends the inning. So 2 leadoff singles amount to nothing. Bottom 4, it's 4-1. Wiggins, Hayata, and Jones coming up. There's Wiggins, 1-for-1 with a single. Slider middle away on the first one. That's line deep to left center. Crowd's on the run. He won't get there. It's down for a base hit. Extra bases here for Wiggins to start the 4th. It is a leadoff double. Here comes Hayata, who walked her first plate appearance. Forcing her down and away from the nozzle. Strike called. 0-1. Well down and in. Low. 1-1. Cutter middle away. Line in the grounded hard in the hole to second. That's a base hit to right center. Bugbeams holds the runner at third with a good arm. Runners at the corners. Nobody out for Jones. Delay 0-for-1. Flew out to right his first at bat. Heater up and in. Runner goes for second. Throw down by cuffing him. No shot. Easy steal for Hayata. Hayata had great wheels, so I'm not surprised she ran on there. Hayata's second steal. She's 2-for-2. 1-0 count to Jones. Ball down and away. Check strike. 1-1. Cut up and away. Fouled off out of play. 1-2. Slider down and in. Check low and inside. 2-2. There's him up and in. Jam shot to right field. That is going to drop in for a knock. Hayata's going to challenge O'Wugliams. Cannon arm activated. She is almost dead at the plate. It's a 2-run single for Jones. 4-3. Sirloins back within a run. Here's Cartman. 0-for-1 with the line out. His first at bat. Forcing him up on the first one. Strike called. 0-1 is Nozzle now tense again. For ball to knees. Line to left. That's a hanger. Right at Crowds for the first out. Jones at first. Here's Ketchum. 0-for-2. Flew out her first bat last at bat as a heater's low. Ball 1. Ball down and in. Pulled foul. 1-1. Cut her up and away. Chased it. 1-2. Got her up and in. Chopped in the hole to second. Kaufman dives out of her reach. It's a base hit. First and second now. 1 down. And here comes Blamo Tamale. Sirloins are threatening. 1-2 with a triple today. hangs, ripped down the line, and we got lucky. Oof. 0-1, that had home run distance. Jesus. Peter down in the way by cuffing him, 1-1. Cutter up and away high, 2-1. Pushing her away, ball 3. Cutter away, strike called, 3-2. Peter down in the way, ball 4. Second walk for Nozzle. Or third walk. Third walk? Third walk. Here's McSteele, 1 for 2 with an RBI double. Or RBI ground out and a double. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him, 1 down. Forcing him up and in, high, ball 1. Ball down and in. Steele grounds it to second. Kaufman backhands, throw to second, 1. Sliperio to first, double play. You love to see it as he strands the bases loaded again. To the 5th, it's 4-3 though. They do get 2 on a single by Jones. Swolson, Sliperio, and Crowds coming up. Here's Swolson, Sebby 1 for 2 with a single. Snugs back to neutral here. Slider inside, hits the corner, 0-1. Cutter up and in, hard grounder to short, past the diving glove of Wiggins. It's a base hit. Lead off Knockford, Swolson. He's 2 for 3, and that'll bring up Sliperio, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He also drove in 2 runs so far today. Bunter active. Peter down, misses low, ball 1. Way inside on that 2-seamer, 2-0 count. Slider middle inch, hard chopper through the legs of Snugs. It's a base hit. 2 on, nobody out here. Platypi again threatening. Let's see if we can actually come through with 2 leadoff singles this inning. Here's Crowds 0 for 2 with an RBI ground out earlier. Peter down, misses low, ball 1. Slider away, hard grounder to short, off the diving glove of Wiggins into no man's land in left center. That is going to score 1 runner. He's going to try and make it a double. He is out at second, but he does get a run in. It's an RBI single for Crowds. 5-3, runner at third, 1 down for Physique, who's 10, so for 2. Peter middle in, line to center field. That should be deep enough to score the runner. Molly catches it for the second out, runner tags, throw coming in, not in time. Sack fly, it's 6-3. Williams up on fire, 3 for 3 today with 3 singles, 2 down, bases empty. Snugs at 10s. Peter up line to left center, down for another hit. Williams 4 for 4. Here comes Cuffing, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Contact is ready, active. Cutter low in the dirt, good eye, ball 1. Peter up, foul back, 1-1. Peter down, hit back to Snugs, who protects his bacon, and that ends the inning. 2 home though, 1 on a sac fly, 1 on a single. 6-3 to the bottom of the 5th. Longballo, Mann, and Wiggins coming up. There's Longballo, 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. There's pitch curveball down and in the dirt, good block, ball 1. Slider down in the way. Chopper to third, right at Beefcake. He'll charge. Throw across. 1 down. Man up next. Randy 1 for 2 with a single. Forcing up and away. Outside. Ball 1. Slider middle of the plate. Turned on by Randy down the line. Ding dong dong a ring as that is served up and grilled and filleted. Home run for the Sirloins. As Randy Mann hits his first of the year, it is 6-4 as Nozzle hung it. Wiggins up next, 2 for 2 with a double and a single. Peter at the knees, low, ball 1. Curveball away on the next pitch, foul back, 1-1. Cutter middle in, Wiggins fouls it back, 1-2. Slider middle in, lined in the hole to second, past the diving Coffin, that's a base hit. Wiggins on with 1 down, and here comes Hayata, 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Curveball at the knees on the first pitch, line to left field, hit well, but right at Crowds, 2 down. Here comes Jones, fillet 1 for 2, 2 on the single last at bat for Jones. Cutter up and away in the first pitch, outside, ball 1. Forcing it down and away, strike, 1-1. Curveball up and in, way high, 2-1. Slider down and in. Fouled off, 2-2. Heater down. Chase chopped on the plate. Throw by Cuffington the first in time to end the inning. Solo home run, though, for Randy Mann on a hanger from Nozzle. 6-4 to the sixth. Calliner, McStevens, and Kaufman due up. We have a 2-run lead, and Nozzle going to be done here after only 5 innings today once again. Still, the fact he got through 5 innings today is a miracle. Calliner up 10, 0 for 3 today. He has not had a good day at the plate. He is struck out, hit into a fielder's choice, and lined out. Slider down and in, strike called, 0-1. Slider in, foul back, 0-2 to Calliner. Slider outside. That's 3 straight sliders here to him. 1-2. Snugs tense. Again. Cutter at the knees, hit well to left center field by Calliner. Into the gap. That's going to be run down by Tamale. 1 down. We're going to have a fly out to the list for him. Here's McStevens. Beefcake 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. He's locked in. He lined out last at bat to second. 2-seamer way outside. Ball 1 on the low end as well. 2-seamer up, foul back, just missed it. 1-1. Slider middle away, popped him up. It was middle away, not high away, unfortunately. Sky ball for Jones, 2 down. That'll bring up Kaufman 1 for 3 with a single, and that'll do it for Bugsy Snugs today. 5 2/3 innings, gives up 15 hits, no walks, no home runs, 6 earned runs though. Strikes out, I believe, 2. He is in line for the loss. Coming out of the bullpen, second-year long reliever, Split Seamerson with an ERA of 7.36 and a whip of 1.77 with 7 strikeouts. Late forkball is his trait of choice. He also did lose injury-prone. That was his other trait to start the series. Change up and in, strike called, 0-1. 2-seamer screwball up, whiffed on it late, 0-2. Changed away, dumped up the middle, base hit. Nice swing there, Kitty. She's on with a 2-out knock. Seb Swolson up 2 for 3 day with 2 singles. Heater up, line to right field, another hit for Swolson, his 3rd hit of the day. First and second now, 2 down. RBI chance for Slipario, 3 for 3, 3 singles, 2 RBIs today already. He's locked in as well. Heater up, chased it out of the zone, 0-1. Sleemerson already tense. Heater up and in, off the plate, 1-1. Forkball hangs, hit foul, out of play, 1-2. Way high on the heater, 2-2. Heater down and in, chopper to second. Easy play for Cartman, and that ends the inning as he makes the out at first. 2 stranded, bottom 6 and 6-4. Cartman, Ketchum, and Tamale coming up. Nozzle done after 5 innings, 11 hits, giving up 3 walks. No strikeouts. He does and 4 earned runs, giving up 1 homer. He is in line for the win, despite how ugly his pitching line was today. He did the bare minimum to get the win, and we'll take that sometimes. Ooh, Alonso got 2 bars of health after resting. I like that. What are we going to pitch with here? Corral's out. We just used him. Zumar's actually rested and locked in, so that's nice. Knops is mostly rested as well. Alright, we're going to use Lola Knops here, coming out of the bullpen, long reliever. Knops, no record, a 2.08 ERA and a 1.85 whip. 2 appearances on the year, 1 run given up in 4 1/3 innings. 5 hits surrendered, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and batting average against 294. Let's go, Lola. 9-1-2 due up for the Sirloins here. First pitch, heater down and in. Low ball 1 to Cartman. 2-seamer up middle of the zone. Strike, 1-1. Slider down and away. Hit up the middle, base hit, past the diving Slipario. Little leadoff knock there for Cartman. I'll bring the top of the lineup up. Here's Ketchum, 1 for 3 with a single. Good speed over at first base as well. Kick off to first, nothing doing. Pitch out, nothing going. 1-0 pitch. Work ball inside, misses, 2-0. 2-seamer down, 3-0. Heater up and in, has popped up, sky ball to left, crowds over. Catch one down. Next up, Tamale, 1 for 2 with a triple and a walk. Inside pitch and off-speed hitter active. Still locked in. Heater up and away, foul back, 0-1. 2-seamer down and away, low, 1-1. Work ball down, chased, fouled off, 1-2. 4-seamer up and away, outside, 2-2. 2-seamer up and away, chopper to second, right at Kaufman, flip to second, 1, Slaperio to first, double play, love to see it as we get through the 6th. To the 7th, it's 6-4, Crowds, Physique, and O'Wugliams coming up. There's Crowds, 1 for 3 with a single, 2 runs driven in today. He drove in 1 on a single, thrown out trying to stretch it to a double, and then he had an RBI ground out as well. Heater away, chased 0-1. Heater outside, 1-1, good hold this time, Rory. Change it down in the way, blooper into shallow center. That's a tough play for Tamale, but he has the wheels, 1 down. Next up is Physique, 0 for 2 with an RBI ground out. Sack fly, he's tense. Work ball in the dirt, low, ball 1. Changeup hangs high, ripped foul by Physique, 1-1. Heater middle in, fouled off late, 1-2. Heater inside, chopper in the hole to short, backhanded by Wiggins, throw to first, 2 down. Next up, O'Wugliams on fire today, 4 singles, off-speed hitter active. Heater down and then jammed to left center into the gap. 5th hit today for O'Wugliams, and this one's going to be her first extra base hit. Tamale gets it in, but it is a 2-out double. Next up is Cuffingham, 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Contact for his righty remains active against Seamerson as that changeup misses high off the corner, ball 1. Forkball hangs, middle of the zone, 1-1. Heater away, dumped up the middle, slow liner, diving off the glove of Cartman into no man's land. It's going to be an RBI single for Cuffingham. 7-4 as O'Wugliams scores from second. Colliner up next, he's tense, 0 for 4. Not hitting well today at all. Change it foul back, 0-1. Colliner 0 for his last 7 at bats. He started the inning, and through the whole episode, he's 1 for 8. Forkball bounces, good eye, low, 1-1. Screw ball at the knees, skied to left center, but that's going to hang up for Tamale, and that ends the inning. Make him 0 for his last 8. Bottom 1, 7, it is 7-4 as we do get a run in on the 2-out single by Cuffingham. Steele, Longballo, and Mann, heart of the lineup coming up for the Sirloins. Here's Nick Steele, 1 for 3 with an RBI double today. Rally starter active. First pitch curveball down, low, ball 1. Slider up and away, check strike, 1-1. 2-seamer at the knees, check strike, 1-2. Work ball down in the way, chased it, strike 3. First punch out for Knops, wave him, bye-bye, he gone. Longballo up next, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Slider away in the first pitch, that's fouled out, 0-1. Fork ball middle in. Turned on by Longballo, hit well. O'Wugliams chases it down, but it gets over her head. It's a single here with 1 down. Nice throw, Hara. Way to sell out for it. Next up is Randy Mann, 2 for 3 with a solo homer last at bat. He's also singled. 2-seamer down and in on the first pitch. Broken back grounder to first. Physique to second, 1. Slaperio back to Physique. Double play. Love to see it. And Knops gets another one. To the 8th, it's 7-4. McStevens, Kaufman, and Swolson coming up. There's Beefcake, 2 for 4, 2 singles and an RBI today.
Beefcake McStevens.
High pitch active. Way high on the change. Good eye. Ball 1. Heater put in, ripped on the middle base hit for Beefcake. Captain on again with his 3rd hit. He's on, nobody out for Kaufman. 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Change down the middle, hard hopper under the glove of Hayata on the dive. 2 on, nobody out. Platypi threatening again to break it open. Come on. Here's Sebi. Solson 3 for 4, 3 singles. Changeup hangs. Oh my God. Swolson was early. That would have been annihilated. 0-1. Actually, it was annihilated. Heater away. Late swing. 0-2. Fortunately for Swolson, it's a loud foul ball. Changeup hangs again. Fouled off. 0-2. A little early. Chase the heater. Strike 3. First punch out for Seamerson. Next up, Slipperio. 3 for 4. 3 singles. 2 RBIs today. Forkball hangs. Misses way high. Ball 1. Screwball in the dirt. Off the catcher's glove. Both runners try to advance. Throw to third by Ketchum. Not in time. Both runners move up on the wild pitch. 2-0 count. Infield in for the Sirloins, trying to keep it a 3-run game as that changeup is high. 3-0 count to Slipperio. Taking all the way, changeup misses outside, ball 4. First walk for Seamerson, bases loaded, 1 down for Crowds. 1 for 4 with a single and 2 RBIs today. 1 on a ground out, 1 on said single. Unfortunately, Crowds was thrown out trying to stretch it to a double. Inside pitch active, will he get 1 to turn on? Screwball up and away, strike called, 0-1. Checked inside on the screwball, way to take it, 1-1. Change it down and in, chased low, fouled off, 1-2. Checked high, good eye on the heater, oh boy, 2-2. Change it away, knocked down by Seamerson, it was lined right at him, behind him in no man's land. It's another ground out RBI for Crowds. Take the out at first. Third RBI today for Rory, it's 8-4. Here's the tense Pete Bezique, 0 for 3 with a sac fly, driving in a run. Second and third, 2 down, looking to break it open. Forkball down and in off the plate, ball 1. Change away, cracked by Bezique, deep to left of center, deepest part of the park. Running it after it is Tamale, though. He'll run it down, and that'll end the inning. We had to only get 1 on a ground out, bases loaded by Crowds. Fielder's choice, 8-4 to the bottom of the 8th. Wiggins, Hayata, and Jones coming up. There's Wiggins, 3 for 3 with a double and 2 singles. Knops is locked in. She's gotten 2 double play balls out of the bullpen here. Heater at the knees, chopper to third on the first one. McStevens charges, makes the play, 1 down. Next up is Hayata, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Forkball inside, misses, ball 1. Heater down, low, 2-0. Swing up and in, check strike, 2-1. Sliding down and away. Liner softly to short. Slipperio backhands it cleanly. 2 down. Here's Filet Jones. 1 for 3 with the 2-run single today. First curveball down and in. Blasted to center. Hit hard. Colliner on the run. Makes the catch on the liner. 1-2-3 inning for Knops. At a 9th. It's 8-4. Williams cuffing him and Colliner coming up. Here's a Williams. 5 for 5 today. She's doubled and hit 4 singles. On fire. Doubled her last at bat. Seamerson staying out there. Heater at the knees, late swing, 0-1, chased it low. Change it down on the way, hard grounder to third. Hayata there on a hop, 1 down. First time that Williams has been retired today. Here's Cuffingham, 3 for 5, 3 singles and an RBI. Heater away, ball 1. Forkball inside, misses, 2-0. Heater up and in high, 3-0. High, ball 4 on the screwball. Second walk for Seamerson. Cuffingham reaches. Here's Colliner, 0 for 5 today, intense. 2 flyouts, a strikeout, a fielder's choice ground out, and a line out. 0 for his last 8 at bats. Change away, strike called, middle of the zone, 0-1. Out in front of the change at middle in, 0-2. Forkball up and in, hard chopper to second, Cartman to second 1, Wiggins to first, double play, and Colliner's 0 for his last 9. Bottom 9, it's 8-4, Cartman, Ketchum, and Tamale coming up. Knops going for the 4-inning save. Here's Cartman, 1 for 3 with a single. Forcing him at the knees, strike called, 0-1. Forkball down in the way, strike called, 0-2. Two-seamer up and in. Blew it by him, strike 3. He gone. Second punch out for Knops. Let me hear it. Here's Ketchum, 1 for 4 with a single. Slider down and away in the first one. Check strike, 0-1. Heater up and away. Pulled foul, 0-2. Curveball up and in. Pulled down the line, foul, 0-2. Work ball down and away, bloop liner to left, hanging up for crowds, 2 down. Last chance for the Sirloins is Tamale. 1 through the triple and a walk, he's still locked in. 2-seamer up and away in the first one, strike called, 0-1. 4-seamer down and away, line foul by Tamale, out of play, 0-2, down to the last strike. Heater up and away, high, 1-2. 2-seamer down and away, chased, fouled off, still 0-2, or 1-2. Sliding down and away, Tamale fouls it off early, 1-2. Two-seamer up and away, high, 2-2. 4-seamer down and away, fouled off, still 2-2. Curveball up and away, chased it, strike 3, he gone, got in the chase, third punch out for Knops, 1-2-3, ninth inning for her, 4 shutout innings in relief of Nozzle. Platypi win 8-4 the final score as we out-duel the Sirloins today. We out-offensed them 21-13 in the hit category, and we doubled up the run total. You love to see that. And the winning streak is extended. It's now 5 in a row. Wow, everybody got a hit today except Colliner and Physique. Both of them still continuing to struggle. Might have Swolson start at first base moving forward here for a game or two to get Physique out of his own head. Colliner I'm probably going to leave in. He's just had a bad episode today. RBIs today, Cuffingham 1 on a single, McStevens 1 on a single, 2 for Slipario on a single, Rory Crowds had 2 on ground outs and 1 on a single, and Physique had 1 on a sac fly. Sirloins get their runs, 1 on a home run by Randy Mann, 2 on a single by Filet Jones, and 1 on a ground out by Mick Steele. Everybody in their lineup got at least 1 hit. Pitching lines, Nozzle 5 innings, he had a rough outing, 11 hits, 3 walks, 4 earned runs, 1 homer. He somehow managed to get the win. He's 2-0 now. Knops 4 innings saved, 2 hits given up, 3 strikeouts, and 2 double play balls. That was wonderful pitching. Lola, her first save of the year. Bugsy Snuggs 5 2/3 innings for Sirloins. He takes the loss, 15 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. He falls to 0-2. Seamerson 3 1/3 innings in relief, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Knops has been an underrated pickup so far. I love what she's brought to the table out of the bullpen so far. She's pitching really, really well. Owegliam's the player of the game for her 5-hit day, and at the top of the lineup, scoring twice, followed by Slipario with his 3-hit day, driving in 2 runs, and then Knops with her 4 shutout innings out of the bullpen to get the save. Hard to argue with that. Wonderful episode once again, guys. Another 2 wins in the books for the Platypi. We're at 5 in a row now, and we're now sitting at 6-2. And we have a full game lead in the division as of right now. You need to choose one player who will be the cover athlete for Chance Weekly. It's Kaufman. She's younger. Needs the loyalty more than Zumar. Team CRT TV is making a weird high-pitch ringing sound again. Who's going to fix it? Going to do a Valos here. Rookie, you need to earn your keep. Plus, it's not fair to make the injured man do it. Alrighty, looking around the league, no roster moves. Poke Foster, +1 fielding on the bench there. And Rory Crowds, +3 contact. Love to see it. Gobelson loses 3 speed in the free agent pool, fortunately, but hey, not my problem. Alright, we got a few games to sim through here, not many. We got the B-Wolves taking on the Overdogs here. Overdogs rally to tie it, but lose 7-3. Crocs taking on the Moose. Crocs win a pitcher's duel, 1-0. Buzzards and Overdogs here. Division rivals battle. Buzzards rally to win 3-2, thanks to Bronx's late 2-run double. Getting that playing time due to Off-Team's injury. Blowfish beat the Wild Pigs 4-3. Final game of the sim here, I believe. And the Nemesis win 4-3 as they are 6-3. Second best team in our conference right now. But yeah, we are still pacing the division. We have a 1-game lead on the Grapplers. B-Wolves go 1-1 in the episode, along with the Wide Loads and the Grapplers. They each go 1-1. Heaters go 0-2. And we go 2-0. So perfectly balanced as everything should be. Next episode, we are taking on the Moonstars in the first game. That is going to be a marquee pitching matchup. AVA versus Alicia Woodrow. Oh shit. Mark your calendars, boys and girls. That's going to be a fun one. That is a matchup you pay to see all the money for. And then the second half will be our first of a 2-game doubleheader against the Beewolves. It'll be Sawyer versus Rotonda Black, who was picked up from the Grapplers in free agency. Went to a division rival. Interesting. Okay. Player development, what do we got? Okay, so these are still here. No changes in these first 3. Best one is Swolson's, obviously, for need. I mean, the extra fastball would be nice on Sawyer, but he already has 2. I don't think he needs a 3rd one. Sliperios, I'm surprised this is still here, but this is trumped by Cuffingham's trade chance. Like, this is the best one, no question. And that's just dumb. I'm not taking away Cannon Arm on Williams. So, let's roll Cuffingham. 3 power to 60, bonus 5 power, not going to get it. Power versus lefty, though, it would be max boosted, 15% roll. Nope, didn't get it. It's alright, loyalty's maxed out now for Camilla, and she's a B overall. Congratulations, Camilla. You made it to the B tier. Regular B tier. She was B- tier for a while. And we'll still have enough money to get Swolson's next, which is the next best one. Could also save up and buy Sawyer's as well. Hold on a minute. We'll see what the expiry percentage is on Swolson's. We do still have enough money to get Sliperios here. Him being able to play the infield would be nice, but at the same time, I'm just not feeling the +1/+1 thing, and there's no guarantee the other stuff hits. They're only 10% rolls. So I would rather go for the 2-1 and then hope for a bonus 2 on Swolson, because he needs fielding more so than Sliperio needs fielding and contact. So that's outweighed there. And Sawyer's pitch trade is a pretty good opportunity as well. We'll see what the expiry chances are on these two, because I like both of these equally. And if we can only get the 1 on Swolson's, then we'll only get the 1 on Swolson's. It's fine. But yeah, that's going to do it there. Let's set the lineup for next episode and call it a day. Alrighty, next time out, leading off will be Kitty Kaufman at second. Then it is catcher Camilla Cuffingham. Avalos is juiced in right field, getting the start over Williams, who is actually still on fire, but she is going to the bench because she is tired. We'll probably use her as a pinch hitter late in the game and maybe sub her into the outfield, as long as she doesn't catch. McStevens is locked in at third. Then it's Swolson DHing, Sliperio at short. Crowds in left, Colliner tense in center, and Peak Physique is tense at first. I'm going to give Sebi Swolson. Where is Sebi? Oh, we got a DH game again. All right, Peak, you're going to play again. I mean, I could slot Cuffingham over to first base, but I would rather have Physique there. He's still a better fielder. If we weren't using a doubleheader, I would start Swolson at first base here. But our hands are forced. And for the Moonstars, that is a wow. That lineup is locked in. These guys are 1-7. Jesus. Okay, well we'll look through them next time. But that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Platypi win 2 more today. Give you a quick recap. We shut out the Buzzards 4-0. Combined shutout between Dubs, Corral, and Zumar, who gets the save as he stranded the bases loaded in the 9th inning with nobody out. And then we managed to out-offense the Sirloins, winning 8-4 as we out-hit them, I believe, 21-13, if I remember correctly. We had a rough outing from Nozzle, but Lolanops 4 shutout innings out of the bullpen to get the save. That was pretty freaking impressive. Our winning streak has been extended to 5 in a row. We're now 6-2 on the season. Best team in our conference right now. Let's see if we can build on this momentum and keep it going, taking on the Moonstars and the Beewolves next episode. If you made it this deep, guys, thanks so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch will be down in the description below if you guys want to come over and watch the games live before they're posted. And also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. Shout outs to One Boy and John Moore for tuning in and chatting with me during the stream. Appreciate your guys' support as always. Love hearing from you as well. I'll catch everybody else in the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.